up, Dallas? It's your girl, Rachel. I am here for another great episode with one of our partners, Miss Aqua. How are you, girl?
I am great. Hi, everybody.
I am so honored to have Aqua on my show. We did a lunch one day, and I feel like we've connected ever since. We've been like sisters ever since.
Yep, this is true.
So it really is. And that was a great breakfast, by the way. It was really
It
fun.
was.
So I would like you, Miss Aqua, to tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and what you do.
Okay, so I own the MTS Network. It is a plethora of things, but mostly a media slash production company. We shoot everything from commercials to movies. But our main focus right now is our streaming platform, which is MTSN.watch. It is a web-based platform at this current moment. We're working on expanding into mobile apps to make it more easily accessible. But we focus on any independent created content that could be short films, podcasts, music videos, web series, pretty much anything that can be recorded and shared with people. We want it to be a very inclusive, authentic platform where people can really just create what their heart desires and connecting to people who enjoy those types of things. So we have a lot of great talent in Texas. So being able to showcase the talent here and getting them seen by people all over the world, but vice versa as well, being able to share the talent from all over the world with people here as well. So you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of that. The MTS Network is real simple. DM me, comment, whatever you want to do. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of, and yeah, I'm always down to work together. So yeah.
And when you message the MTS work network, you are definitely going to get her because she is all about her business. So it's like, hey, yep, that's me. That's me. I'm going to answer. Your questions
Yeah,
are coming straight to me.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
I love that about what you're doing. And I see you everywhere. Like you're at movie premieres, you're at these Friday night events, you're going to these networking events. You just went to a movie premiere that had Zac Efron at it, right?
I did, and funny thing, like I posted a little reel on TikTok and it has like over 1 million views for Zac Efron. So shout out to Zac. Thank you for that.
Yes, thankful to all those artists that were at that artist premiere that just really did their thing. Thank you, MTS Network, for showing everybody the ins and outs of what a movie
Mhm.
premiere looks like. And that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And you know what? That was like the very first one that I had gone to that was, I guess, mainstream pretty much. And so just to see how they put it together and how it was ran, like it was amazing, from having the media people check in at a certain time down to having like a little packet of basically like, here are the people that may walk the red carpet, and it had like their social media information, their names, a picture of them, which made it super helpful when going back to post the content. Like I didn't have to play private eye that hard to like find people, so it was great. It was really great.
That's fantastic. So I was you and I we were talking about the special project you have coming up, right?
Yes, the
Okay.
Heartfelt Heroes project.
Yes. Can you go into detail about that?
I sure can. So the Heartfelt Heroes project is a very special project to me. It's a passion project, and it's really to showcase the nonprofit organizations across the DFW and being able to bridge that gap between community and resources. So I really want to not only shed a light on all of the great work that they're doing in the DFW, but being able to provide more information to the people who need it and being able to find those resources for various things. So this project came about because I was homeless as a teen and I was new to Dallas and I didn't really know anyone. I didn't know where to find certain things. And so just not having the access that I needed to certain resources, and really not having people around me to share that information, it just made me feel like I have to do something. Especially now, post COVID, people are still trying to get it together. There's so many homeless people. Rent is sky high, groceries are high, healthcare is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So just being able to share the different resources out there with people who need them, I think is really important because we have a lot of a lot of nonprofits in Dallas Fort Worth, and just not enough people are knowing, what things are available to them. So
Yes. And I agree with that. There are so many nonprofits out there and, so many that people don't know about that have such
mhm.
really great products to offer. Like, I was actually let me tell you, I could give you a whole list of them, which I probably will right after this interview. Um, so we have the Jasmine Beats. Um, Jasmine Beats, I just did an interview with them not so long ago, but she has a nonprofit which actually it's a it helps kids and adults with disabilities,
Okay.
or autistic, or if they have trouble like moving or something, still share the love for dancing. So
Hmm.
she does really amazing work in her, she's a therapist.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
you
Okay.
know, and she just learned that, not everybody can heal the same way. So she started Jasmine's Beat. So that's the first one. The second one, we have the Flanagan Project, which actually it's a new project, just came out. It is actually a food pantry. Uh,
Okay.
I think it's in Grand Prairie, not Arlington. Forgive me. It's in Grand Prairie, which every Wednesday they give out food to the public. So they have not really been out that long, maybe about a month or so, but they really have the
That's still
resources.
a good resource. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Beckley Community Church, they also have food pantry twice a month, on Saturdays. So they give out food. I think last Saturday they served 300 families.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, it was really amazing, like really amazing. And then there's a young lady that I interviewed. Uh, she has an organization called Pretty in Power.
Hmm.
And what she does is she goes to senior homes and she actually does manicures and pedicures for
Oh,
the
wow. That's awesome.
to help, bridge the gap between generations. She gets to know them, she gets to build a
That's
um
awesome. And I love working with the elderly. Like they're like my favorite. They have such great stories, and just getting to talk to them and getting to know them and hear about their lives. People
Mhm.
always wonder how I'm so wise being young. That's how I like to talk to the elderly. They teach me so much.
They do. You can learn so much. I remember this is like years ago. I think I was like 17 or something. I was in Georgia and I lived right across from I was like for 2 months, I lived in Georgia. I lived right across from a senior home and I met a lady named Faye. And Faye used to be a flapper in the 1920s. So she was
Okay.
really insistent about telling me her story of how she was a flapper and her family didn't really approve, but she loved to dance and she loved to do what she did.
Hmm.
And I was like, wow, like the stories you're bringing up. And, my love for the elderly comes from my mom too, because my mom, she used to be, what do they call them? A candy striper.
Okay.
Yeah. So she used to go to, senior homes. She used to go out and give them treats and stuff and just, heal the spirit by conversation. And
Yeah, yeah.
mom needs her flowers too. Thanks, mom, for that. We appreciate
Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to mom.
that. So yeah, so after you get these organizations that you're going to highlight, what is the plan with them?
So the plan is to provide like a documentary style video for them that will kind of showcase what they do, who they are, what their mission is, and kind of like their day-to-day operations. It'll be like a little insight to the organization. And then that will be streaming on our platform as well as on our YouTube channel. And then we'll have a dedicated page on our website to this project specifically, where all of the different organizations will be featured. And this will be like a several part series. My goal is for it to be ongoing, and each series will have like 5 to 10 nonprofits that we highlight at a time. And that so we can just, like I said, connect them with the community. And then outside of that, I also want to provide them with like a magazine article, which is how we came to partner on this project, and then giving them an interview such as this one to really be able to talk about their organization in real time. And I just believe not only by providing them the content to share across social media to help further their reach, but that also gives them two other platforms as well to reach the masses. So my overall goal is to be able to bring some funding together to be able to pour into these different organizations, as well as hosting a gala at the end of the year that really celebrates the organizations as well.
I love that. Galas are like my favorite. I was actually wanting to do that too, kind of like to celebrate all the businesses and nonprofits I've met since I started
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Magazine. Uh,
See,
but finding funding for a project like that is kind of hard.
it is hard. It is really hard, and that's really where I'm hoping that the community comes together to love on these nonprofits, because it's not about me, you know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
bigger than me, and it's really about every single person that we drive past that lives under the freeway, or every person that's waiting in a list for something, or looking for some type of resource. Like, being a nonprofit, it's hard work, you know what I mean? My wife and I also have our own nonprofit organization that caters to women in the motorcycle community, and just being on that side of things, I see how hard it is, having to run an organization like that. And so I really want to celebrate the hard work that's being done, because it's hard. It's
Yeah.
and and nonprofit organizations don't get enough credit. They really
No,
don't, because they bridge the gap for a lot of things that should be accessible to us as taxpayers, as citizens, you know what I'm saying, as a community. Like, so I think they just need some love.
I agree. I agree. I don't think they get enough love. I don't think they get enough publicity. I mean, they're out there doing stuff, helping people without wanting any kind of, publicity.
Yeah,
But this is local heroes. Like,
exactly.
heroes of all kinds, but local heroes that you're actually, shedding a spotlight, be like, hey, just want to say thank you for doing what you're doing.
Right. And that's really what it is. It's just a big thank you. And by being able to say thank you in turn, I want to help connect you with the people that you're looking for. The
Hmm.
people that need your help, you know what I'm saying? And if that helps bring funding into that organization, if that helps them, expand in any way, like, I'm grateful to help with that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And how can people nominate a nonprofit for you?
So right now you can go to www.themtsnetwork.com, and on our very first page that comes up, if you scroll down, there's a section about the Heartfelt Heroes Project, and there's a little quick little form that you fill out and you can nominate for yourself if you have your own nonprofit, or you can nominate a nonprofit that in the community that should be a part of the project. Like I said, it's an ongoing process, so even if I get the first 5 to 10, like, the list can still keep growing, and I'm gonna get to them as quickly as I can, because
Yeah,
I'm a one-woman show, so I'm hoping that people will catch wind of this project and really want to come on and be a part of it. Sponsorships are definitely going to be important for this, in order for me to even expand the team and have other people a part, because I definitely want people to be compensated, because it's hard
right.
work. I'm doing it for free because I want to, and it's something that's important to me. But in reality, we all have bills and things, so I can't
Exactly.
expect other people to also do it for free.
I get it. I understand. I do. I also do want to throw out Jessica Long. I don't know. I just did an interview with her on her YouTube channel. I just want to tell you, she is helping high school students with
Okay,
the prom project. She actually has an organization that helps. She just started last year. I think it was like last February or something. So she's it's been a small project so far, but it's starting to flourish. And I just wanted to give a shout out to her as well, because she's doing her thing in Mesquite. So
that's
I really
awesome.
appreciate it.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. So yeah, like I mean, everything is great, and our connection. I love you, girl. I'm just
I
saying.
love you. And when people say they've met you, I'm like, oh, I know her. That's my girl.
Yes, I really appreciate all the love and support. I mean, I said, "What's up, Dallas Magazine?" Not everybody knows about us, but we're out here doing a thing. We're just trying to, show love where it needs to be given, which is
Hmm.
where we are.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I want to shed an emphasis since I have you on my channel. How did you get started?
Overall with like
Yeah,
my network and everything.
mhm,
Okay.
I want
So
to know. Spill the tea.
so actually, the MTS Network started as a Facebook Live show. In 2020. I had been pestering my wife for years. I was like, we have to do a YouTube channel. We have to do something because her and I together were hilarious. And she kept just like putting it off, putting it off. And then when COVID happened and we were locked in the house going insane, and we were like, okay, we have to be able to like talk to other people or like connect with other people. Like, I'm tired of looking at you tired of looking at me. Like, we got to do something. So we started a show, and it was great. And it really
Mhm,
was just about like we did one show every week, and it just talked about like our lives, like how it was looking during COVID and the things that we were doing. We actually had a different business at the time that we were trying to navigate, and it wasn't really a passion, so it didn't really work out like we thought it would. And so just navigating different like avenues of business and just trying to stay together and not murder each other because COVID, and we getting cabin fever at this point. And it ended up being great. And people started to want to like be a part of that show, and they would come on and they would tell their stories and talk about their businesses and just different things like that. And that's really how it grew. Like people just they kept wanting to come on, and I really liked providing a platform for people. So I
mhm.
started producing like other little projects, and eventually I had a mobile app that was full of like different podcasts and just different projects for people. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the aspect of being able to provide a place for people to use their own voice. And it grew.
Right.
Honestly, that's really what it was. It grew. And now we have our streaming platform, and every single person that I meet and they join and put their projects on there, they're like family. And I tell people
Mhm.
that all the time, like every person that I connect with, they're family. That's the whole point. Being able to share resources, being able to lean on one another for support and just different things like that. So that's really what it's about for me. It's just about building and growth and connections and love, because without
Absolutely.
love, none of that comes together. And I guess it's just super significant for me because my sister and I, when we were younger, we would do like skits and things like that. And I grew up in like theater and just different things. So I've always loved the art of storytelling and, that kind of thing. So it just kind of all fell hand in hand. And like being able to actually do it myself and bring people together, I feel like I'm building a family. And so yeah, that's really that's really how it came about.
And really, you are building a family. You're building a family of connections and a family of media companies. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Like, I'm telling you, you have the media channel, you have producers, you have writers, you have actors, you have magazines, you have all this kind of stuff that you're just collectively doing, and ultimately you're forming a little family in
Yeah.
DFW.
Yeah. It's
And I
like, and it's
really think
honestly
it's a
like a hub.
insane. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you'd be like, well, okay, well, if you want a magazine, I was like, I know Cosign Magazine, What's Up Dallas Magazine,
Exactly.
there's like so many in there. And I know I see you at Cosign. So, I saw you there at that event.
Yeah. Shout out to Cosign.
Yeah, in 97.9 Beat.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
yes, because that was a really nice event. I loved going there just to meet people. I think I've literally met like 100 people that night, which was really
And
cool.
honestly, I ended up at that event because Dee Dee in the morning had a um they had a networking event, I think the month prior to that, and I really wanted to go and I missed it. And so I was like, I'm gonna go to this one. I'm not gonna miss it. I don't care. And like that day, like I literally went back and forth 100 times, like I'm not gonna go. Like I don't want to go by myself. No one wants to go with me. Like I'm not gonna go. And so I ended up just like saying, forget it. I'm just gonna go. And I had a great time, and I've been connected with them ever since. So it's
Yeah.
really great that I just put myself out there. And that was like the first event that I had ever gone to like by myself. I usually
Mhm.
go with someone so I don't feel so nervous, but I learned that you have to do it scared. So I did
I
it and I was
Yeah.
scared.
And I did that too. Like I would tell my husband, I said, "Hey, I'm going to this networking event." He goes, "Are you gonna be safe?" And I was like, "I'm supposed to be meeting Melvin there." So, as long as like Melvin was in the house with me, he was just like he was okay with that. And
Mhm.
shout out to A-List Photography. You know,
Yeah.
me and my buddy, man, I'll tell you what, we like you do video, photography, cinematography. He does video, photography, cinematography,
Yeah,
media,
it was really awesome
media.
meeting him. Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, that's I love our little circle of connections, and I'm so glad that we're able to connect together on many, many projects.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, and that's what
Yeah.
it's about. For me, it's all about together. Like I feel like I'm not growing if I'm not doing it with others. And of course, I could do it by myself because I'm
Hmm.
bad, but that's not the goal. You know what I mean? It's about growth for all of us. There's enough room for all of us to be successful. And I really think we do it better when we're doing it together.
Yeah, but definitely. I love everything that y'all are doing, especially like your whole collective group that you have. Shout out to J. Marie Poetry,
Yes.
Tyrone
Tyrone
Better.
Betters. Yeah.
Yes. And let's see, let's look at this list here. I got a whole list of stuff here. I have the flyer right here. So dope ASF brand clothing. Is it site I don't want to say her name wrong.
Sine the Goddess.
Sine, there it is. Okay.
How did I know that's who you were gonna who you were talking
Yes,
about? Yeah, shout out to her.
Sine
That is
goddess.
she is my right
I
hand, literally. Like this
I
network would not be what it is without her. So I'm gonna give a
I
special, special shout out to her.
absolutely. And I literally see her all over social media and Dirty Words Apparel and That Part podcast. Okay. Vision Chasing. Oh yeah, okay. I see you all out there.
Yeah,
Yes.
shout out
Shout
to
out
all
to
of
all of
them.
you.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is a really big project. And I feel like, big projects can be accomplished when you have a lot of people working together. It's not like it doesn't feel overwhelming anymore. You know what
Exactly, exactly. And I'm really glad that we were able to come together for something good. You know what I mean?
I mean?
I know a lot of people don't like working together with like big groups of people, for various reasons, because things go wrong and everybody wants to be a chief and, nobody wants to be an Indian and whatever. But we came together and it's been a breeze. Like we haven't had any issues, outside of like technical things, but that comes with, planning big things anyway. But just as a collective, like it's really awesome that we could all come together on something important and make it happen.
Absolutely. And I also I look forward to this event that's coming up. So is there any questions you have for me, girl?
Let's see. We're gonna reverse the roles here. So, how did you
Sure.
get into What's Up Dallas magazine? What made you start it?
Oh my goodness, that seems to be a popular question, but I'm gonna answer it because a lot of people don't know. They think that just What's Up Dallas magazine just you know
Appeared.
appeared. Yeah, no, I've actually been running What's Up Dallas magazine for now going on see September, October, November, um, 15 months now. So we have been doing this for 15 months just by myself. I was a solo project until I met Melvin 4 months ago. So it was actually a vision. So I feel like it was a vision, like God gave me something to do, something positive, something to give back. So
Hmm.
a lot of people don't know that What's Up Dallas magazine is strictly about positive messages to the public. So our promotion, we don't promote like any derogatory or negative content or, businesses or Instagrams or anything like that. The people that we have in our magazine are doing something positive in the community. And that's what I was told to do. So that's what I'm going to do.
Hmm.
And it's literally it's starting to pick up. It's starting to pick up. I mean, my Instagram has really started growing. I have, thank you to all the followers out there and all the people that are supporting us in our
Yeah.
message. I just love helping people. If you listen to some of my stories that my interviews that I do, I know what it's like to not have anything, and I know what it's like to not have the love from the community.
Yeah.
So like when I was growing up in school, I was like the odd one out. I had a really rough school life. I'm just gonna say it like that. I was bullied pretty much from the time I started school until I graduated. I ended up graduating in an alternative school, being a single mom at that time. You know, I was married, but my husband disappeared for a while.
Mm.
So yeah, he did. We
Oh
ended up
girl, I can't wait. We're gonna do a whole nother. It's okay. I'm gonna get you on
okay.
something,
Okay.
and
No,
we're
that's
gonna. I want to hear the backstory because you got a story, and I want to hear
I
it.
I've told it many times, so but you know, it's just like I've struggled with trying to be loved and trying to look for people to love me and accept me. So instead of me
Same,
looking for people to love me, I just wanted to give back and show people what real love is like. So
same. I
that's
can
why I do
relate.
what I do. And I love
Yeah.
music. I love music. So an off branch to What's Up Dallas magazine is What's Up Dallas Music. Um, a new concept just coming out. We just wanted to show love to the music industry to separate the two. So
Mm-hmm.
I love
Okay.
music. I'm eclectic. I tell everybody I'm a white Latina soul sister. So I I love country music and, you know, 90s pop music and anything all the way down to the 1950s. I also like Tejano music, reggaeton, salsa. I used to dance for 9 years,
Oh,
and
nice.
but I love hip hop and I really love my Christian rap. I'm not gonna lie. I love Christian rap. I love it. I resonate with it. It's really changed my life. So I put a big emphasis on that too. But
Yeah.
I also like the classics like Frank Sinatra and jazz music and, you know, like rock music. So I'm very eclectic. And since
Yeah.
I'm like that, the music has to be like that too. So
Right. Yeah. For me, it just depends on my mood because I like it all. So it really just depends on what mood I'm in when I'm listening to music. That determines what I listen to.
and it's super funny. Like if you're a guest in my car and I get on there and I tell Siri to play my music on YouTube music, it pops up with like Spanish and then a hip hop
Hmm.
song and then country music and then I have Frank Sinatra and then I have some jazzy stuff and you know, and then my new favorite artist is Jesse Barrera. He's really, really amazing. So I just totally vibe with his stuff.
Okay,
But
that just happened.
it's okay. We'll just keep recording. But yeah, it's just you know, What's Up Dallas magazine is so much more than just being a magazine. It's a message that
Hmm.
we're trying to be a light in the city. And I feel like that's exactly what we're doing. So
And that's why we connect.
and that's how we connect. We're trying to be
Yeah.
lights in the community for sure.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah,
So
that's awesome. That's awesome. And I love, like, I think I ran across What's Up Dallas magazine last year, and I was just like, I love seeing what you're doing. So when we were actually able to connect, I was like, oh yeah, this was definitely meant to be. Like we're meant to be connected together. So
we
I'm
are
super
because
glad to see the progress that you're making and how it's flourishing. It's really great to see.
thank you so much. I can only thank God for it, honestly, because I kid you not, I wake up every single morning and I'm like, God, I know I have to do something today with the magazine, but what do I do? So it's like I just go to the office, you know, I have my own office here on Forest Lane and 635, and I come here and then I'll either get an email or I'll get a text message or somebody that's like, hey, Rachel, let's partner up. Let's have an interview. Let's talk. Let's do this. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, we're just gonna go
We're
with
just gonna
it.
go with it.
As long as it's positive, we're gonna go for it. So
Yeah.
that's how I roll. That's really how I roll, honestly.
Same, honestly, same.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just lovely. I'm glad for our connection. I know we don't have a lot of time left on the interview, but you tell everybody one more time where to find you on social.
Yes, you can find me on all social platforms at the MTS, M like Mary, TS Network.
Absolutely. Y'all better go follow her. She's doing great things.
Please.
Please.
Yes, stay connected. Let's do something. I'm always
And
looking for people to partner with, so let's do
absolutely.
something.
And I'm also going to throw this out there. What's Up Dallas Magazine interviews are on her streaming channel. So y'all can just stream it all at one spot.
And there
Mm,
we go. There we
yeah.
go.
And if you have a podcast and you want to stream it on her platform, please do that as well. She's all available for that too.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for comedy content right now.
Mhm,
So I'm looking for comedians who do stand up, who are maybe interested in getting recorded or already have been recorded, or
mhm.
or people who do like sketch, episodes, just anything that's comedy, So
Clean
that's what I'm
comedy, or are you okay with whatever comedy?
I'm okay with whatever. I do have guidelines that I send to people for, the types of content that we don't accept, but for the most part, it's not very restricting. So we
Okay.
accept a lot of stuff.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I was gonna refer Flo Hernandez to you and
Okay.
text Chuckle. Because they're both like good buddies of mine. They're both local. They both really funny, honestly. I can't say they're clean comedy, but they're definitely
Hey,
comedy.
we'll take it. Comedy is comedy.
Absolutely. So I appreciate everyone joining this interview. Thank you all for your time, for watching. Please go like, subscribe, and support. Please follow the Heroes Project that she has coming up. I mean, I know it's going to be great. And also join us at Punch Bowl Social on the 16th from 11 to 3. Come out and meet Aqua. Come out and meet me. We can all link up. Want to interview? Please Google me. What's up, Dallas
Yeah.
Magazine? And the MTS Network. So thank you
Yeah.
all for your time.